Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the top 5 Washington quarter dollar, a true numismatic treasure that bridges America's past with its modern coinage era. This coin isn't just change in your pocket. It's a piece of history, packed with artistry, rarity, and collector demand. From its unique design to its surprising market value, the quarter is a story every collector needs to hear. So, stay tuned, because what we uncover today might just change the way you look at your coins forever. Let's get started. First up, the 1968 Washington quarter dollar stands out as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece within the world of numismatics, captivating collectors with its rich history, distinctive features, and enduring charm. As part of the long-running Washington quarter series, this coin has garnered a reputation as both a collectible treasure and a tangible link to a significant period in American coinage. Its appeal lies not only in its historical roots, but also in its striking design and the nuances of its minting, making it a coin that continues to attract attention from seasoned collectors and new enthusiasts alike. Today, the 1968 quarter remains a prized treasure that symbolizes a pivotal chapter in the evolution of United States coinage. The 1968 Washington quarter was minted during a period of great transition in American coinage history. Just 3 years earlier, in 1965, the U.S. Mint had shifted from 90% silver to a copper-nickel clad composition, making the 1968 quarter part of the early years of clad coinage. This change was driven by the rising cost of silver and the nation's need for more sustainable production methods, making the 1968 issue a reflection of economic and cultural shifts of its time. It was produced at multiple mints, including Philadelphia, Denver, with the D mint mark, and San Francisco, where both circulation strikes and proof coins were struck. As such, the 1968 quarter represents not only everyday currency, but also a collector's item that bridges the silver era with modern minting practices. The design of the 1968 quarter retains the iconic imagery introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington on the bicentennial of his birth. On the obverse, the coin proudly displays John Flanagan bust of Washington, a portrait that has become one of the most enduring images in U.S. coinage. The reverse features the majestic bald eagle, wings spread, perched on a bundle of arrows and framed by olive branches, an enduring symbol of America's strength and peace. Struck in a copper-nickel clad composition, the coin measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter and weighs 5.67 grams, ensuring it is easily recognizable by touch and sight. The placement of the mint mark on the obverse, beneath Washington's neck, adds a further point of distinction for collectors seeking Denver or San Francisco issues. While the 1968 Washington quarter had a relatively high mintage, certain varieties and conditions elevate its desirability among collectors. Circulated examples are readily available, but high-grade uncirculated pieces and proof strikes remain the true treasures. The San Francisco minted proof quarters, in particular, are admired for their mirrored fields and frosted designs, which make them visually stunning additions to any collection. Moreover, error coins from 1968, such as off-center strikes or double-die varieties, are exceedingly scarce and can command significant attention. Collectors place great emphasis on condition, as pristine, near-mint examples are challenging to find given the coin's age and widespread circulation. In terms of market value, the 1968 Washington quarter typically ranges from modest sums in circulated condition to much higher premiums for pristine, high-grade examples. A standard circulated coin may trade for around its face value to a few dollars, while an uncirculated specimen can command between $10 and $50 depending on its grade. Proof issues, particularly those with deep cameo contrasts, often sell for $25 to $200, with exceptionally graded pieces reaching higher figures at auction. Rare error coins or exceptionally preserved mint state examples may fetch prices exceeding $500 or more, depending on collector demand. These values reflect the coin's unique balance of historical significance, artistic appeal, and relative scarcity in top condition. The 1968 quarter enjoys a steady place in the hearts of numismatists because it bridges the transition from silver coinage to modern compositions while retaining the timeless Washington design. Whether admired for its historical context, collected as part of a broader set, or pursued for its investment potential, the 1968 quarter remains a prized treasure that continues to inspire collectors worldwide. For those who seek coins that embody both heritage and enduring appeal, the 1968 Washington quarter offers an unforgettable piece of America's numismatic story. Next up to into the 1981, D. Washington quarter dollar stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after coin in American numismatics, drawing collectors with its enduring charm and historical weight. Bearing the celebrated portrait of George Washington and struck at the Denver Mint, this quarter has captivated enthusiasts for decades with its blend of artistry, symbolism, and rich heritage. More than just a circulating coin of its era, the 1981 D quarter has grown into a prized treasure within the numismatic community, admired for its place in the Washington series and the opportunities it presents to collectors seeking high-grade or rare examples. Today, it continues to command attention in the marketplace, as collectors value its legacy and the tangible connection it provides to the nation's coinage. The 1981 D quarter belongs to the long-running Washington quarter series, which began in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1981, the series had firmly established itself as one of the most iconic designs in American coinage, circulating widely across the nation. The Denver Mint played a critical role in production, ensuring that the coin met the economic demands of the early 1980s. This period was marked by economic challenges and inflation, making the quarter an essential piece of daily commerce. The D mint mark stamped on the reverse identifies its Denver origins, connecting it to one of the United States' most prolific mints. Although the coin does not commemorate a specific event, its issuance represents the resilience of the Washington quarter series as it continued into its fifth decade of production. The 1981 D Washington quarter showcases the timeless artistry of John Flanagan, whose portrait of George Washington dominates the obverse. Washington is depicted in left-facing profile, a dignified and patriotic image that has become a fixture of U.S. coinage. The inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" frame the portrait, while the date, 1981, anchors the design at the bottom. On the reverse, the majestic heraldic eagle spreads its wings over a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and readiness to defend the nation, while an olive branch beneath the eagle represents peace. Struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, the coin measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter and weighs 5.67 grams, a standard established in 1965 after silver was removed from circulating quarters. The small D mint mark, placed just to the right of Washington's ponytail, provides a key identifier for collectors. While the 1981 D quarter was produced in large numbers, with tens of millions struck, its rarity lies not in basic availability, but in condition and specific varieties. Circulated examples are plentiful, but finding coins in pristine, uncirculated condition is far more challenging. Collectors often seek mint state coins, particularly those graded MS65 or higher, which display sharp details, clean surfaces, and full luster. In addition, error coins and die varieties, such as double dies or off-center strikes, are especially desirable, often commanding strong premiums due to their scarcity. As with many quarters of the early 1980s, heavy circulation has made untouched examples less common, thereby heightening demand among serious collectors. The market value of the 1981 D Washington quarter is strongly influenced by grade and rarity. Common circulated examples generally trade at face value, reflecting their abundance. However, in uncirculated condition, the coin's value rises significantly, with mint state examples ranging from $10 to $50 depending on quality. Quarters graded MS66 or higher can bring prices between $75 and $200, while exceptionally rare specimens in MS67 have been known to sell for upwards of $500 to $1,000 at auction. Error varieties and coins with dramatic die characteristics may fetch even higher premiums, appealing to specialists who prize such unusual finds. This steady appreciation underscores the coin's importance as both a collectible and an investment. For collectors interested in the 1981 D Washington quarter, attention to condition and authenticity is essential. Prioritize coins that have been certified by reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC, as these guarantee quality and enhance long-term value. When searching through raw coins, inspect for strong luster, minimal contact marks, and well-defined eagle feathers on the reverse, hallmarks of high-grade examples. It is also worthwhile to while common in circulation, its scarcity in pristine grades and the allure of error varieties elevate it into the realm of highly desirable numismatic pieces. Whether appreciated for its historical significance, visual appeal, or investment potential, the 1981 D quarter continues to inspire passion among enthusiasts worldwide. For any collector, adding this remarkable coin to a collection is both a rewarding pursuit and a lasting tribute to America's coinage heritage. Next up in the 1983 D Washington quarter dollar stands as one of the most fascinating issues in modern numismatics, captivating collectors with its distinctive history and enduring appeal. Struck during a pivotal time in American coinage, this quarter has emerged as a prized treasure in the eyes of enthusiasts who appreciate its artistry, rarity, and strong demand within today's market. With its bold imagery and the signature D Mint mark identifying it as a product of the Denver Mint, this coin continues to charm both seasoned numismatists and new collectors seeking a tangible link to America's past. Its allure lies not only in its beauty and design, but also in the scarcity of high-quality examples, making it a truly sought-after piece. The 1983 D quarter was minted during a period of renewed interest in circulating coinage. The early 1980s represented an era of shifting economics, changes in production technology, and a growing appreciation of modern coin collecting. Introduced as part of the long-running Washington Quarter series that began in 1932, the 1983 D served as a continuation of the tribute to the first U.S. president, George Washington. Minted exclusively in Denver, Colorado, it carries forward the legacy of honoring Washington while representing a period when the U.S. Mint faced heavy circulation demands, resulting in coins that were often quickly worn down through everyday use. The design of the 1983 D quarter is a timeless masterpiece that reflects the enduring artistry of American coinage. On the obverse, John Flanagan portrait of George Washington commands attention, presenting a dignified and authoritative image of the nation's founding father. The inscriptions include "Liberty, in God we trust," and the date, along with the all-important D Mint mark to the right of Washington's ponytail. The reverse features the iconic heraldic eagle with widespread wings, clutching arrows of strength and an olive branch of peace, framed by the inscriptions United States of America and quarter dollar. Struck in copper-nickel-clad composition, the coin weighs 5.67 grams and measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter, embodying a blend of strength and elegance. One of the most compelling aspects of the 1983 D Washington quarter lies in its rarity and high-grade condition. While tens of millions were produced, the majority saw heavy circulation, leaving very few examples in pristine, uncirculated states. This scarcity is especially noticeable in mint state grades above MS65, where the coin's natural brilliance and sharp details become a highlight for collectors. Varieties and striking errors, such as double die obverse or misaligned strikes, are particularly prized, as they add an element of uniqueness to an already difficult coin to acquire. In top candidity, the 1983 D quarter reflects this balance of abundance in circulation, but scarcity in excellence. In average circulated condition, the coin trades for a modest premium over face value, often just a few dollars to casual collectors. However, in uncirculated condition, especially those graded MS66 or higher by professional grading services, prices can range from $50 to $500 depending on the sharpness, luster, and eye appeal. Particularly rare examples with exceptional qualities or unique varieties can command prices exceeding $1,000 at auction, underlining the strong demand for high-quality specimens. This steady upward trajectory in market interest highlights its place as a solid investment piece within modern coinage. A 1983 D Washington quarter are encouraged to focus on certified examples whenever possible. Professional grading not only provides confidence and authenticity, but also ensures an accurate assessment of the coin's true condition. Paying close attention to luster, strike quality, and the presence of contact marks will greatly influence. The enduring popularity of the 1983 D quarter rests in its combination of beauty, scarcity, and historical resonance. It stands as a reminder that even modern coins, often overlooked in circulation, can hold immense value for those who recognize their significance. For many, the thrill of the hunt, finding that elusive high-grade specimen or rare error variety, adds an exciting dimension to collecting this issue. It is this spirit of discovery and appreciation that keeps the 1983 D Washington Quarter firmly established as a prized collectible. The 1983 D Washington Quarter Dollar shines as a remarkable blend of history, artistry, and rarity. Its captivating design, challenging scarcity in top grades, and ever-growing appeal make it one of the standout modern quarters in numismatics. Collectors who add this coin to their collections are not just acquiring a piece of metal. They are securing a tangible connection to the past, a treasured artifact of American heritage, and a strong investment for the future. For numismatists across the globe, the 1983 D quarter remains an essential and rewarding pursuit. Next up to in the 1988 P Washington Quarter Dollar stands out as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece in the world of American numismatics. While it may appear as just another coin from the circulating currency of the late 20th century, collectors recognize it as a prized treasure for its combination of historical context, enduring design, and subtle yet intriguing varieties. Its enduring appeal lies not only in its role within the Washington Quarter series, but also in its ability to connect enthusiasts to an important era in U.S. coinage. Today, the 1988 P quarter continues to captivate collectors who value its significance, scarcity in top grades, and growing demand in the marketplace. The historical context of the 1988 P quarter reveals a coin deeply tied to the transitional years of modern American coinage. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this quarter was issued during a period of economic growth and change in the United States, reflecting both continuity and tradition in its design. At the time, the Washington Quarter had already been in circulation for more than 50 years, yet the U.S. Mint had not yet introduced the sweeping design changes that would come with the state quarters program a decade later. Thus, the 1988 P serves as a bridge between the classic mid-century issues and the modern commemorative era, making it a tangible connection to an important chapter in American history. One of the most striking aspects of the 1988 P Washington Quarter is its classic design, which has become iconic in U.S. coinage. On the obverse, John Flanagan portrait of George Washington commands attention, with its dignified expression and finely detailed features symbolizing strength and leadership. The inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" frame the design, along with the 1988 date. On the reverse, the heraldic eagle perches proudly with spread wings, olive branches, and arrows, symbols of peace and preparedness. The absence of a mint mark signifies its Philadelphia origin. Measuring 24.3 millimeters in diameter, weighing 5.67 grams, and composed of a copper-nickel-clad alloy, this quarter was built for durability. Yet in pristine condition, it reveals a brilliant luster that collectors find irresistible. Rarity and condition are key drivers of the coin's appeal. While millions of these quarters were struck for circulation, the real challenge lies in finding examples that have survived in exceptional condition. The vast majority of 1988 P quarters saw heavy use in commerce, resulting in worn surfaces and diminished detail. Uncirculated coins, particularly those graded MS-65 or higher, are significantly scarcer and carry far greater collector value. Even rarer are examples displaying striking errors or die varieties, such as double dies or misaligned strikes, which elevate this issue from a common coin to a true numismatic prize. When considering the market value of the 1988 P quarter, condition and rarity play decisive roles. In circulated condition, the coin holds only face value, but uncirculated examples tell a different story. High-grade specimens graded MS-65 to MS-67 typically trade in the range of $25 to $250, with exceptionally well-preserved or unusual error coins achieving even higher auction results. Collectors prize these quarters not only for their beauty, but also for their symbolic place in the series, ensuring steady appreciation in the years to come. Rare error varieties, when certified, can reach into the $500 to $1,000 range, depending on demand and uniqueness. For collectors seeking to add the 1988 P quarter to their collections, several practical tips are worth following. First, prioritize certified high-grade coins from reputable grading services, as authenticity and condition greatly affect value. Second, look closely for die varieties or striking errors, which are relatively scarce but can command premium prices. Third, store coins in protective holders or albums to prevent surface wear and tarnish, as condition is everything when it comes to maintaining long-term value. Engaging with online numismatic forums, attending coin shows, and following auction results are also excellent ways to stay informed about current market trends and opportunities. What makes a P1988 P Washington quarter dollar embodies a fascinating blend of artistry, history, and rarity. Though produced in large numbers, its survival in top condition, along with the allure of varieties and errors, makes it a prized collectible for numismatists. Its place as part of the long-running Washington Quarter series gives it enduring historical significance, while its relatively modest value in lower grades ensures accessibility for beginning collectors. At the same time, its scarcity in pristine grades makes it a true treasure for advanced enthusiasts. Whether pursued for its beauty, its symbolism, or its investment potential, the 1988 P quarter continues to capture the imagination of coin collectors worldwide. Next up to in the 1994 P Washington quarter stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece in the world of numismatics, captivating collectors with its enduring appeal, historical importance, and undeniable charm. Though part of the broader and familiar Washington Quarter series, this coin commands attention for its unique placement in history and its growing presence in the modern coin market. For enthusiasts and seasoned collectors alike, the 1994 P quarter represents more than just a piece of circulating currency. It is a prized treasure that bridges artistry, history, and collectible value in one. Its ability to attract attention and spark enthusiasm makes it a cornerstone coin for many dedicated numismatists. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint, the 1994 P quarter reflects a period when the Washington Quarter had already become one of the most recognized and iconic coins in U.S. coinage history. First introduced in 1932 to honor the bicentennial of George Washington's birth, the series carried forward into the 1990s as a reliable and widely used denomination in commerce. In 1994, the United States experienced a period of transition in politics, technology, and culture, and the coin serves as a small yet tangible reminder of that era. Though not tied to a commemorative event, its production underlines the continuity of American coinage and its role in daily economic life. The Philadelphia Mint, responsible for striking this issue, ensured wide circulation, yet surviving examples in pristine condition remain highly collectible. The design of the 1994 P Washington Quarter retains the classic and enduring artwork that has defined the series for decades. On the obverse, the bold profile of George Washington, created by sculptor John Flanagan, commands attention with its crisp detailing. The reverse, featuring the heraldic eagle with spread wings, arrows, and olive branches, symbolizes both American strength and the pursuit of peace. Struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, the coin has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters and a weight of 5.67 grams, reflecting the specifications of modern circulating quarters. In well-preserved specimens, the fine details of Washington's portrait and the eagle's feathers emerge with striking clarity, creating visual appeal that collectors deeply value. Though millions of these coins were produced, rarity comes not from mintage numbers alone, but from condition, variety, and error potential. Circulated examples are common, but those preserved in uncirculated or near-mint state remain more elusive. Collectors often prize examples that show full luster and minimal contact marks, elevating their desirability significantly. Additionally, certain varieties, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or other minting anomalies, can transform an ordinary 1994 P quarter into a highly sought-after rarity. The challenge of locating pristine coins amidst countless circulated pieces only heightens their allure. Market value for the 1994 P. Washington quarter depends heavily on condition and rarity of variety. In typical circulated condition, its value hovers near face value, but when found in uncirculated grades, particularly those certified as MS-65 or higher, the coin may command $20 to $75 depending on demand. Exceptional high-grade examples, especially those graded MS-67 or above, can reach values upward of $200 to $400 at auction. Rare varieties or error coins, while uncommon, may bring $500 or more depending on collector interest. These price ranges highlight the steady appreciation of high-quality modern quarters and reinforce the coin's role as both a collectible and an investment piece. For collectors seeking to add the 1994 P quarter to their collection, attention to detail and condition is paramount. Certified coins from reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC provide assurance of authenticity and quality, making them excited. Beyond market value, the 1994 P quarter holds enduring appeal as a symbolic artifact of its time. It bridges America's long-standing tradition of honoring its first president with a design that has stood the test of time, while also embodying the economic and cultural climate. Oh hey 1994, P. Washington quarter is a captivating collectible that combines history, artistry, and value, making it a prized treasure among numismatists. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, it features John Flanagan classic portrait of George Washington on the obverse and the heraldic eagle on the reverse, serving as one of the final issues before the dramatic shift to the 50-state quarters program. While common in circulation, pristine uncirculated examples or rare error varieties are highly sought after, with values ranging from modest premiums in MS-65 to several $100s for top-graded or unique pieces. Its enduring appeal lies not only in its beauty and symbolism, but also in its role as a tangible